just wanted to start a video by standing up in the opening to the closet. This video is me trying to explain a little bit. I guess I don't need an explanation really, since I'm not exactly a brand or anything like that. But this is the reason why I changed the name of my channel from Chris Smith, a name which I'm not a fan of, to Slip the Trap. And I'll try in all this to explain kinda why. Now I'm gonna sit down. Sorry about the fan going, but it's like some ridiculously amount of heat outside. And even the little bit of wind that's out there seems to be coming from either Death Valley or the bottom of the Grand Canyon. I'm not sure which. But it's nice there is a breeze, but it's not helping cool anything down. The name is changed to Slip, as in get out of, the Trap. And I was looking for something that kind of, I don't know, encapsulates everything about where I am exactly in life at the moment in terms of age and retirement and living in the country, the southern country, and something about that phrase just kind of stuck with me. And I've been going through a bunch of them and none of them really stuck, like falling forever, need for speed, which is kind of stupid, pouring pain, that's just a horrible name for a channel. Trickster by nature is kind of appropriate. And then I almost went with breach, that's B-R-E-A-C-H, breach in the wicker work. This is my page of stuff. I think I have to get up right. This is my page of thoughts, which hopefully I can hold still enough. I always get the wrong hand on the wrong. Hopefully I can hold that still enough. I'm doing this now because in a couple hours I have to go somewhere for 4th of July and pick up something. A friend who just likes to weld everything. He's been welding, as in sculpting, me a dinosaur for over 10 years now. It'll never end. Of course I can't say anything because I procrastinate on projects too, but not computer science projects, just other projects. Not family projects, just other projects, like art projects, just like he does. And he's not charging me a commission, although he does dinosaur, dragon-like things for on commission. He puts big bones in them, like animal bones. I didn't want any bones. So far mine is just 2 legs and a part of the stomach for a dragon. I said dinosaur, but it's really dragon. But all this stuff really doesn't look like anything you've seen before exactly. So I was stuck on breach in the wicker work until it occurred to me I don't know what wicker work is other than like furniture. So that didn't sound, I don't know. Something about Slip the Trap. It has in it trickster. You know, we all have that. Humor. Kind of has cunning in there. It kind of reminds me of my grandmother's sacrifice to get me away from some really bad people. She rescued me. That's all I'll say about that. There's a bit in there about, and I'm doing this as though it's really bad poetry. Okay, I'm not a poet. I'm not a writer, but these are just like, if there's such a thing as bulleted poetry, then that's what I'm doing. It's kind of time and appetite together. There is a lot of appetite in there. Slip the Trap. Also, if you Google it, you see a lot, and I bet you're near a trap every day without knowing it, other than the ones you create in your noggin. But all plumbing has traps in it, otherwise you'd smell the sewer or septic tank, whatever you have. So every sink, tub, toilet, they all have traps. It's that curved pipe where some water sits. Of course, it doesn't work perfectly. Sometimes gas bubbles through, and You're like, whoa. But anyway, we often associate other animals with tricksters, right? Coyote, raven, rabbit, like Bugs Bunny, kinda. But I think there's other things. But I forgot what I was going to say for that one. And it kind of slip the trap. Kind of implies both light and dark, good and evil. I mean, the trap, kind of a bad thing, maybe. The slip, kind of a good thing, because you didn't get trapped. And it is a line from two things that I could find. One I remember reading, the other one's kind of new to me, but I know I've heard the song before. The book is called Trickster Makes the World by Lewis Hyde. And I believe it's also in one of the Rachel Pollack books. But it didn't come up through a Google search. But I'm pretty sure, because tarot oracle people are notorious for not having really good indexes. If you could get them as PDFs, I could look it up. But I can't. But anyway, he has some in there about Hermes, who's usually a cunning trickster. Often, that's mythology. Hermes and Apollo. Apollo's straight knit, right wing. Hermes, left wing. I don't know. It depends on how you look at it. It's mythology, Greek mythology, kind of Roman mythology too. I don't know. And I wanted some of the fact that I'm more or less stuck in hermit mode now, kinda, except for doing videos. So I've kind of slipped the traps of culture, society. I don't know. Depends on how you look at it. There's an art to sacrifice. That would go back to my grandmother. And I'm not explaining all these in depth. They're just like thoughts that I had. It's up to you to put more meat on them, so to speak. Somewhere in all that Hermes Apollo thing, there's mortal versus immortal, the choice. There's another thing I almost went with, wise to the bait, which is appropriate for around here. It's a lot of fishing and hunting and trapping and shooting and whatever. And other thought was about opportunity, which is often associated with the trickster. For some reason I wrote down the Latin word porta, which means entrance or passage through. Something about ready to go. I don't know why I wrote that. Romans, as in, those people. Porta Finestella, I think you'd say it. To them it was a special opening that allowed fortune to enter. I thought that was kind of cool. I don't know why I wrote down pores and sweat. I guess because it's been so hot lately. Porta, like another opening. And then I got a line which makes no sense, but it's just one word after another. Trickster, cunning, cognition, an awareness, an awakening, a boundary crossing. Then for some reason I got loopholes, which kind of goes with boundary crossing, cognition, and a slip. Loophole, like an octopus squirting ink, slipping a trap. And then here's the name of the song that phrase is definitely in. Eye of the Hurricane by David Wilcox. I will link to the song below. I will link to the book below. Not that I have links that earn me anything, because I don't want anything to do with monetization or marketing or whatever at this point, even though I show cards which may help people to buy them, but that's okay. I don't get anything out of it. For some reason I wrote down crayfishing in Louisiana. I think there's an expression, it's probably more French than what I'm doing here, about slipping the trap over the side of the boat and then pulling it to catch crayfish. And then I think that's lyrics from the song Know Where the Pain Won't Come Again. I'm not sure why that's in here, but I just wanted to say that, and so no one gets confused if they come back and what happened to that that odd old Chris Smith guy. Well, he's still here. He just renamed his channel to Slip the Trap. And I would appreciate knowing what anybody thinks if they have a thought. I mean, how much thought can you have about a person's weird old moniker or nickname or whatever you call it for a channel? So it's a cool journal, isn't it? I love these journals. So with that, Slip the Trap will now sign off, and I will say peace.